This is like a fake Venice development because I'm here to drive this. Look at this. Now you've probably seen this in videos on YouTube. If you've been to England, you've probably seen it. Do you know what it is? This is an electric taxi cab. Believe it or not, it's built by Geely Automotive, the London electric vehicle company. Right there, you can see this. This is known as the TX, and they build them here in China as well as in England. This one is built in China because you can see it's got a left-hand driving seat. I'm gonna get to walk around it, and yes, I'm even gonna get to drive it. Look at this thing. I mean, I have not been to England, and I know these are probably ubiquitous there. Look at the size of this thing. It's huge. It's gigantic. Over here, this is what the platform looks like. Here you got a 1.5 liter 3-cylinder engine. This is a range extender. This is an electric car. It has about 150 to 200 kilometer range. Here's the gas tank, and then this will actually charge the batteries. And they do this because parts of England you can only have electric vehicles. They call it like the A zone or the 1 zone or something. And that's, so here's the electric motor for it. And of course the battery packs are right down there. On display here they have the frame of it. It's all aluminum with no welding. All of this is glued together. Fascinating. So during my time here, I've actually gotten a little bit of history about the traditions behind taxi cabs in London. For example, I didn't know this, but the height of it is based on tradition because the bowler caps that all the gentlemen would wear, they'd have to make it tall enough so people can get into the car and still wear their hat. That's great. Another thing is this piece right here. Apparently this will fold down and you can put a haystack. That's another piece of tradition in this vehicle. As you can see here, the doors open wide. There's no passenger seat. This is for luggage. The charging ports are here in the front, AC and DC. I mean, this thing is built like a tank. I mean, this is a strong vehicle, let me tell you. If you get in a wreck in this thing, actually, I was just told that a lot of private security guys like to drive these because they're so tough, they can run people over with them. Opening this, nice wide open, and of course down here, I'm going to pull this out for wheelchair access. Look at this, you even have a little moon roof here. Panels can go away, 3 seats in the back, plus 3 folding seats here, so 6 people. If you're a tall guy, your legs can go out forever. I can roll down the window, plenty of lighting. You're completely cut off from the driver. There's like this plexiglass separation between the passenger side and the driver's side. Good solid yellow. I mean, I feel very, very safe in here. This is not a bad place to be. There's so much space in here. If you're in a taxi cab in America or anywhere, you know you can get cramped in those back seats, but this, I feel like I can play football in here. Interesting little design cue, the AC vent right there, and another one right here. And of course, the tray full of gratuities. I mean, you can see just how tall, I'm about 5'9". You can see just how tall this thing is, and I love the design of this. I mean, it is tough. I mean, even the doors feel very heavy and substantial. Impressive. Take a look at these jumpers here. They just kind of come right down, come right back up. Yeah, sitting in the jumpers, I mean, it's straight up. Obviously, it's not made to be the primary place of seating. So if you got 6 people in here, yeah, it'd be a little cramped, but you can do it. 6 people in the back of this thing.
Yes.
Where to, love?
All right, we're driving in a black cab today.
And then we ask you awkward questions like, how long you been a taxi driver?
So there's the speaker here, and what is this battery? Is that?
It's climate change.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. We'll be sure to give you a good tip. I'm getting this unique opportunity to drive a left-handed side London EV car. I'm pretending to be a cab driver for my friends. I'm going to avoid very bad English accents. Already I feel like a tiny little person in this big car. This thing is huge, it's massive, it's very wide, and I can feel the weight even though I haven't even started driving it. I expect a hefty gratuity. China's a cashless society, so no cash for me. Okay, the seating position is pretty good. I mean, I feel very comfortable. I'm not a big guy. I'm only about 5'9". This is as far back as the seat goes. Obviously, I can't go back any further. I got a good dead pedal to my left for my left foot, and of course, accelerator and brake. On the brake, it'll creep forward like this. Yeah, I can already feel the weight in the steering wheel itself. Pretty good turning radius, not so bad. It seems pretty maneuverable in a parking lot. The guys here tell me when you're driving around China in this, everyone thinks you're driving a Rolls Royce, so people get out of your way. But in reality, they should get out of your way because you're essentially driving a massive tank. So this is a true story. When I was younger, it was freshman year of college before I joined the service, I actually drove a super shuttle. If you don't know what a super shuttle is, it's one of those big blue vans, the airport transport vans. And I spent my evenings, because during the day I was taking class, and my evenings I spent driving tourists from LAX to Disneyland, back and forth, back and forth. And that was a giant van. Good memories. I have great memories of being an airport shuttle driver. The screen here is fixed in place. I can't move it. It is oriented a certain way. Do I go right or left?
Right. Up the hill.
Up the hill. So it's positioned towards the driver, but also at a strange little angle. So
Left.
Todo bien. I would not make it as a taxi cab driver in China, I don't think. I like this partition here, so you can shut the people up in the back. If they bother you too much, you can turn it off. Right?
You're not a real driver.
I'm not a real driver. Can I go right here?
Yes,
Yes,
sir,
I
go.
can.
You're in a Rolls Royce now.
Okay, I'm in a Rolls Royce. I can do whatever I want. The rules don't apply to me anymore. You know, the suspension is pretty good. It's pretty supple. This thing weighs a ton, 2.2 tons, I was told. So you're not going to be throwing it into the twisties in the mountains. The steering, the feedback in the steering is pretty good. I can feel the road pretty well. A little numb. Braking it's okay. It does the trick. The most important thing I think is if you're sitting here all day, you have to have a comfortable seat. And this seat is pretty comfortable. A nice big cup holder for your coffee or your beer or whatever the cabbies in London drink. What do they drink?
Cappuccinos. They're talented people. Men of culture.
You said they're all from Essex, right?
Around that area.
Around that area, okay. One thing I did notice is when I was driving a super shuttle, you had a passenger seat, and I would use that for my own gear. I would put my laptop out there. I would have a laptop for kids to like watch a movie or something like that. There's no passenger seat here. It's supposed to be for luggage, and I got my camera gear here, but you can put your lunch here. You can put an additional table here if you want to operate a computer. It's something that this thing doesn't do. Yeah, so they can shut off the mic, and now I cannot hear them in the back. So they could be talking all kinds of crap about me. The only place is this little hole right here where I can chat with them, but they're not a chatty group. Day drinking. There's 2 USB ports and a 12 volt right here for the driver. Pretty simple controls. Yeah, the interface here seems pretty simple to me. I don't feel like I'm driving a taxi cab. I feel like I'm driving a delivery van. That's kind of what I feel, a very heavy, substantial delivery van. This isn't like a Ford Transit. You know, even the Mercedes-Benz full-size van doesn't feel this substantial on the road. It really has a lot of weight. I can't say that enough. Even the Humvees, when I drove a Humvee, feels like a tin can compared to this. Now I'm told in London all the taxi cabs are black, but of course here in China, a black cab has a completely different meaning. Out the front, I got great visibility. I can't quite see the front edges, and to the back, because of this plexiglass and these seats, I can't quite see the passengers. It gives a lot of privacy to the passengers back there. It really does. Flooring it a little bit. Okay. Boy, really, you can feel the weight on the back axle because there's so much weight back there. I'm carrying 5 people. But it being an electric car, it has that instant torque, and you're not waiting for it to downshift. It just goes. And if you're zipping around a city, that's important. Now with these beeping, I don't know. Why is it? Oh, okay. So the map is telling me the speed limit on this street, and if I exceed the speed limit, it will beep at me. The gauge cluster in front of me is all digital. Visibility to the sides is not very good. They have these tiny little mirrors. It's very hard to see, but there is a 360-degree camera on here with sensors and warning signs all around me. So if I'm in close quarters, it's easier to see everything around you with the camera system. If they can't actually open the moonroof from the back, I can do it from here. So I can give them a lot of sun if I need to. They do sell these in China. They do operate as taxi cabs here as well. And of course, the ones in England have a right-hand side drive. I'm taking you the scenic route. Sorry, I was supposed to turn left here. I was too busy. If a cabbie takes you on the scenic route, he's gonna get more money, right?
You don't have to do a U-turn, but just try and go left somewhere soon.
Copy that.
Alright, that'll be all.
Driver, turn left. All right. Hang on, y'all. Turning left. All right, wow. All right, I took that one pretty high speed. Well, not high speed, but you know. I could have gone slower, but it went okay. Wait, shouldn't I be smoking a cigarette?
We don't smoke in public places anymore, including vehicles.
Even cabbies?
Even cabbies. It's against occupational health and safety.
Yeah.
That'll be all, driver.
This is a lot of fun to drive. You spend a lot of time driving, you know, SUVs and, you know, the latest sports cars. To drive something like this is a true treat, you know. Not many people actually get a chance to drive a London taxi cab, left-hand side, in China. I'm having a lot of fun.
Taxi driver, what's your call sign? You don't have a call sign? You call yourself a taxi driver?
Get your tag, Slippery Rojo.
Slippery Rojo.
All right, right turn, Clyde.
Oi!
Park it outside the coffee shop.
Copy that. In the shade. What great service.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, you have to open the door for us or we're locked in.
Really?
Okay.
I can lock you guys in?
So you can't run away without paying.
Ah, that's pretty cool. I have 7 kids to feed.